I am Dr. Elisabeth Gachenga as currently the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Strathmore University. That would be the equivalent of vicerrectora in other parts of the world. So I'm in charge of all academic affairs issues. So that includes faculty as well as student care. So Kenya is in East Africa. And actually, in sub-Saharan Africa, it's one of the growing economies of sub-Saharan Africa. A population of about above 50 million. The greatest percentage of the population is in the city, in the capital city, that's Nairobi, where Strathmore University is located. It's not easy to access a university education in Kenya. But of course, for those who manage to access the education, it really changes the life, and many times it tells what is going to happen in the future with respect to these particular individuals. So in a nutshell, that's Kenya for you from an education perspective. But yeah, above that, of course, Kenya is a beautiful country, which you probably already know. So I think we're known mostly for safaris and things like that. But so Strathmore University is a private university. It's a small private university, I'd say. So we have close to 10,000 students at the university. So the 10,000 students, of course, includes the undergraduates, which is a population of about 6,500. The postgraduates, which is much smaller. So we're talking about approximately 1,000 students. Most of our our postgraduate programs are modular programs or part-time programs. So the students either come for a short while and do classes from morning to evening over a period of time, or they come every evening, just because of majority of our postgraduate students are people who are in industry, are already working, and therefore can pay for their postgraduate studies. Then we also have, which relates to the history of Strathmore, an institute that offers professional courses in accountancy, in marketing, in IT. See, the history of Strathmore University is closely linked to the foundation. Yeah. So in the 1960s, 2 colleges were started. Kenya gains independence, by the way, in 1963. So in the 60s, the early 60s, we have 2 colleges being established in Kenya. In around 93, there's a decision to merge the 2 colleges and begin the process of turning the college into a university. The foundation gave the university, well, then it wasn't a university, the university to pay funding, so loans at an interest-free rate that allowed the university to purchase the required amount of land so that we could get to the 50 acres and to also put up buildings that could then lead us to get, the sufficient land to be able to get approval as a university. Yeah, the university tries as much as possible to make its education accessible to all, regardless of their financial means. But of course, because of the status of the economy in the country, not all students who qualify would be able to pay for the education. So Fomento has played a big role in terms of our financial aid office as another source of students' fees and another source of financial assistance to students who can't pay up front the cost of the education in Kenya. So that's, cost of education at Strathmore University. So these are some of the key ways in which the foundation has really helped the university in terms. Another advantage, I think, I'd say of the foundation assistance that's been given to the university is that over and above, the zero interest rates, which then make it very accessible, the foundation has also been very generous in terms of giving long repayment periods. So, for example, for the land and buildings, we have been able to pay off some of the early loans, but some of our loans continue up to 2032. And then for the students, of course, we take into account have they got jobs already, etc. So some of them are still paying, but I believe for most staff members, they've actually been able to pay off their loans entirely. So that's been our relationship, and of course, we're very grateful. So. So help him to, well, hopefully I get a chance to tell him thank you and show him how little amounts of money can go so far in terms of impact. Yeah. So he probably wouldn't know. But sometimes some of the money that is given, especially in countries such as ours, when I look at the students, because thankfully we know some of the students, and I look at where they've come from and where they eventually are, thanks to the loans that have been extended to them through the foundation, it's amazing how much impact it has, not just on the student, but on their families, on the society around them. So that's really admirable. Yeah. Bye.